Good day, fellow hunters. This is Jared the Lantern with another prop review video for you today. And today I will be reviewing the Haunting Ghost Trio. This is from Seasonal Visions. And I picked mine up at jet.com. And I believe this is a variation on another prop that was previously released, which was the Zombie Trio. So same concept, different characters. They are three ghosts who kind of move in different rhythms, and they also are lit from underneath the heads and the bodies, and the lights have like a flickering effect. And let's go ahead and take a look at the details of this prop. So very classically of the Seasonal Visions hand structure, these are the same hands that you see on a lot of their different props. The really large kind of skeletal hands. They work with this prop. You don't normally consider this type of a hand for a ghost, but it's still, I like the fact that it has the reaching out clawing effect. And if you look on the inside here, let me look at this one. You can see that it has like the thin metal wire, and you can actually kind of pose these arms in any way you want, and they stay really well however you pose them. When it's shipped to you, or when you take it out of the box, they're completely folded inward, and then you just have to unfold it, and then you can shape it in any way you want. The faces of each of these ghosts is just super unique and different. It's not just the classic kind of two eyes and a mouth. They actually have, formed noses, and they're not all the same. They all have different faces. And I really like the two guys on the end. They have like a very different kind of a formation with the extra blackened area at the top of their eyes. The base of the prop is pretty standard for any other prop. The only difference is that it has these kind of two extra arms that swing out and that connect, or they swing out from the base and they connect to the poles, or vice versa. I think they connect to the base from the pole. Sorry, just for a little added security. The whole piece, all three props are connected to this really large, wide metal base. And then up there you can see the modules onto the right-hand side of the prop. And so is the speaker box. And it has, sorry about that, and it does have a volume control, and of course the step pad option. Now, I was not exactly 100% sure of how to attach this black piece of cloth, and this is basically supposed to go between the ghosts and the bar, which obviously I did incorrectly, but I just did it really quickly and put it together for this video, and I'll figure out how to do it properly. The directions were not very thorough on how to put that piece on. The heads are made out of a pretty sturdy plastic. I thought they were going to be similar to like John Doe. I'm sure they're probably clear underneath the cloth, but it is glued on pretty tight, so I don't want to risk loosening the cloth by trying to lift it out. But it does seem like to be pretty durable, thicker plastic. And like I said before, they have more defined facial features than like a typical ghost. And if I can get the profile of one of these guys, you can see that it really does have like a human-esque profile and facial form. And the cloth is really nicely glued into all the areas that are indented into the face. Each ghost is constructed with the armature, and then you put on the clothing, and then you put on the head. And so there's 3 pieces to each ghost. The front is kind of like this mesh-like thinner substance, then a cloth-like still thin substance, and then the head is kind of draped with a much thicker, almost kind of like a cottony sheet. As I stated, I got mine from jet.com. I was originally planning on getting it from Trendy Halloween, and at the last minute they had jacked up their prices. And then for whatever reason they don't honor they currently have a 20% off coupon, but for whatever reason they're not honoring it for this and several other props. So I guess their 20% off coupon, unlike Spirit, it's whatever they feel like they want to give you the discount on. So I guess it has to be something cheaper. Still trying to figure out that site. Really doesn't make any sense to me. But anyway, I got it on jet.com for a cheap price. Cheap enough. I also had a 15% off coupon, and I got free shipping. As a whole, the prop stands about 6 feet tall. The middle ghost is the tallest. The other ones are a little shorter, maybe by about an inch or 2. So it's a really good sized prop, and it's about 6 feet wide as well. So it's a very wide prop. Very different construction than any other prop I've ever put together. And it seems very sturdy and very durable. So let's go ahead and take a look at these guys in action. So the animation sequence is just a few seconds long. Like I said, it does have step pad compatibility, and then there is the motion sensor right there in the, I guess, the neck of the center ghost. But I really like this prop a lot. It's not necessarily a scary prop, but I would definitely consider it a very cool prop. So it's not a startle scare, but it'd be cool for your haunt guests to look at. Just a note about the step pad is I really like the fact that when you order props from Seasonal Visions or stores that sell Seasonal Visions, it's really nice to just have the step pad included. I think most of us use a step pad to set off our props. So to Spirit Halloween, just take note that we would like to have the step pad included. I mean, if we're going to be paying between $160 and $200 for a prop, just throw in the step pad. It's not that big of a deal to you guys. We could really use it. I think it's just as important as the AC adapter, but that's just a side comment anyway. So there is the Haunting Ghost Trio. I really like them. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give them a I'm feeling generous. I'm going to say a 9. I guess my only complaint is that the front of the ghost could be a little more substantial. I wish they would have used this material for the bottom. But I do understand that it also has like a nice translucent effect at the bottom. So, I don't know. That's a very small critique. I'm always reluctant to give a prop a 10. But I don't know, maybe this is a 10 prop, so I'm going to say 9.5. How about that? So there it is, the Haunting Ghost Trio from Seasonal Visions. And again, I got mine from jet.com. It is, like I said, available through Trendy Halloween, and I'm sure a few other places. Never seen this one in store, and until Trendy Halloween uploaded one about a month ago, I had never even seen a video of these guys. So I do give props to Trendy Halloween for at least uploading a video of these guys. So one positive for Trendy Halloween. So there you guys go, the review. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you're seeing, please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, happy haunting.